Hey, welcome back to the channel. Ryan, I talked about Lamar, these two guys at work. They're not the only ones that talk to me about movies, but them are the two main ones. So Ryan has got it. He's really into movies, and Lamar is too. But they're into their streaming services. I think Lamar's got every streaming service known to man. Ryan's got five. I think I'm down to three. But anyway, Ryan was like, I told Ryan, I said, man, I finally watched that Children of the Corn. I couldn't believe I didn't never finish that back in the day. He goes, yeah, man. He goes, yeah, he's got it. He got it collected. And so I said, man, Ryan, I walked up to him and I was pointing at him and I was pointing my finger at him. I said, dude, you was right. You was right. I said, you remember when you was telling me about Children of the Corn? He said, did you watch that latest one? I said, no. He said, man, that's a pretty good movie. And I said, Ryan, I was in Walmart. And I said, they had Children of the Corn, The New Nightmare Takes Seed. And I said, man, Ryan, you was right. He said, I told you, man. I said, Ryan, I was surprised. I said, it was in a steelbook. He goes, it probably wasn't that much. No, I said, man, I think it was, for this one, it was only like a little over $20 or something. And a child so shall lead them. But it's a steel case. I said, Ryan, I was shocked it was a steel case. I said, I was in Walmart. I said, Ryan just literally talked about this movie. And so this is the slipcover to it. But, possessed by a spirit in a dying cornfield, 12-year-old Eden recruits other children in a small town to raise up and take control. Tired of having to pay the price for their parents' mistakes, Eden leads the kids to a bloody rampage, killing the adults and everyone who opposes her, with all the adults jailed and dead. It comes down to one high schooler who won't go along with the plan and becomes the town's only hope of survival. This movie was very impressive. I was shocked. I told Ryan, I said, Ryan, you literally told me about that movie, and I was in Walmart, and boom, it's like it was like, hey, look at me, I'm over here. And I said, Ryan, it was in a steel book, dude. Steel case. I love steel cases, man. I don't know why, I just do. I got a fetish for them things. But like I told you guys, the OG is the best one. But I'm gonna tell you, man, they redeemed themselves with this last one. They really did. They really redeemed themselves with this last one. I sat down on a Saturday and watched this one. This is the DVD. I got the 4K on my Xbox. My Xbox Series X, Xbox Series, or whatever that new one's called. But anyway, these little kids did a good job. But this little girl right here, boy, she is something else. And this is the girl that was not going to go down without a fight. But she didn't really make it at the end. She kind of, if I was her, I would have jetted as soon as that cornfield caught on fire. But nope, she had to go back through that cornfield. And she ended up getting. She should have just left. As soon as that happened, she should have just left. But she stayed around and boom. But I think some of these kids are gonna. Have a pretty good career in acting that they could just. But I was impressed. You guys. It's just like I said, Ryan told me about that, and I love these steelbook editions, man. The sleeve, the spine, and New Nightmare Takes Seed. But I said, Ryan, I gotta admit, dude, you was right. He goes, man, I told you. He goes, I told you it wasn't that bad. I said, you literally, when I told you that I was going to order Children of the Corn because I didn't have it, he goes, oh, I got that. I said, yeah, I know you do, Ryan, but I don't have it. And I told him, I said, wow, man. I said, dude. And I'll tell you, man, popping in these movies anymore, man, he goes, man, what also is neat is it's on Shudder. And I told you guys in some of my other videos, I got rid of a lot of streaming services. And Shudder, I remember when I first got Shudder, like 8 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago, I think they've been around that long. They were a very small streaming service, but I remember popping them on there and I said, I'm going to subscribe to them. It was only like less than $4. It was $4 or $5, and they had a bunch of old slasher movies on there. So I just kept them because I like a lot of horror. But people started subscribing to them. They started getting all this money. So they started making their own stuff. And they just got bigger and bigger. And look where they are now. Now, just goes to show you, man, if you really put your mind to it, you could really, kick some butt. So this movie came out in 2020, and it's a Shudder. It's a Shudder original, I think. But anyway, I was very impressed with this movie, man, and very well made, a good story, good just overall. I was just shocked. And like I told Ryan, I said, Lamar was telling me about, I told you guys about Lamar. Lamar was telling me about what was my favorite Children of the Corn. I told him the first one, of course. And, he said, and I said, then when I told you that I didn't have physical copy, and you told me you already had it, and then you said, did you see the last one? I said, nah, not really, man. Not really. He goes, it's pretty good. And I said, Ryan, I was in Walmart. And it literally was like sitting there, like looking at me. How you think something is staring at you? It's like, how you go in the store and everything just moves out the way and your eyes. I said, my God, there's Children of the Corn, the new one. So I bought it. I bought it on a whim. And I'm glad I did, because the first one, the old school, is the best. But I have to say, they truly redeemed themselves with this last one. Anyhow, God bless. Take care. You guys have a good evening. We'll catch you later.